It's 2 in the morning. Meet Dale. See Dale work. With this kind of dedication, you'll know you've made the right choice. Right Choice Truck and Tire on the Strip in Butler. As Memorial Day weekend is in full swing, the biggest concern for anyone wanting to get out and enjoy it is flooding. As seen here, the Meridazine River is out of its banks south of Virginia on V Highway. Just a few weeks ago, the National Weather Service put out a report saying that western Missouri and eastern Kansas is to expect more than normal rain amounts through at least the middle of June. And that appears to be quite true so far. It's the perfect storm, so to speak, the position of the jet stream along with ample amounts of Gulf moisture that's going to keep it like this for some time to come. There is a little good news. As of right now, the Meridazine River is forecast to recede beginning today. Right now, it's about 1.5 feet above flood stage. We are getting reports of property damage, flooded cars, and many large items floating down the river, but fortunately no injuries reported so far. It's highly recommended that if you're in the area, look all you want, just stay out of the water. As of right now, we have a 60% chance of more rain today, but that's supposed to maybe get a little better over the next few days, at least compared to what we've been having. Your forecast is coming up. And fortunately, the weather did cooperate yesterday for the Butler Alumni Parade and the Adrian VFW ceremony. Folks also took advantage of dry skies in an attempt to get a few other things done too. The sounds of lawnmowers could be heard all around town as everyone tries to stay ahead of yard work. A missing 16-year-old Glenn County teen is thought to be with a 44-year-old man. Hannah Walter was last seen on Friday. It's thought the two are traveling in a gray Mitsubishi Eclipse. If you see this car or have any information, please contact authorities. Just before 3 a.m. this morning, Butler Fire was called to a residence on North Water Street on a report of fire in the basement. By the time firefighters arrived, it had spread through the floor and into the living room, but was quickly brought under control. There was heavy damage contained to the area of origin, and crews remained on the scene until just before daybreak. No injuries were reported. In Butler news, a pay adjustment was approved this week for dispatchers at the police department. Currently, pay is $10.80 an hour to start. That's been bumped to $12.30. Dispatchers serve a very important role, and keeping the positions filled is vital. Soon we'll be down to 2 dispatchers, and it's desired to have 5 available. Also discussed at the council meeting was having city departments share the expense of dispatch, which equates to the fire department putting in $5,000 per year, other city departments putting in $2,500 per year towards dispatcher costs. Currently, those costs are covered solely by the general fund. On May 10th, the city had a pre-construction meeting with Little Joe's Asphalt, and while the start date for repaving Mechanic, Dakota, and Fulton Streets has been delayed a little, the good news is there was an overage in estimated material cost, meaning that possibly another street can be paved as well. Don't forget, the Town Hall meeting is all set for June 3rd, 7 p.m. at the Butler High School Auditorium. This will be a golden opportunity for residents to come forward with concerns and ideas for our city. Please help spread the word. A big turnout would be greatly appreciated, and it would show that folks are truly vested in our town. Next weekend, the Butler Square will be busy with the annual Relay for Life event. It's going to be a full day of music, awards, recognition, and much more. This year's goal is to raise at least $40,000, and that should be an easy number to hit, considering how many local folks we have who are so dedicated to the cause. Mid-America Live will be covering the day on the square as well. Speaking of the Butler Square, there was an unusual visitor this week. A deer wandered right up to the courthouse without a care in the world. Not sure what it was looking for, maybe just checking the hours for the License Bureau. At any rate, it was a welcome sight. Some Missouri communities, farmers and ranchers, are breathing a sigh of relief. Governor Mike Parson says President Donald Trump has approved his major disaster declaration request in response to historic spring flooding this year. The governor's request said $25 million in qualifying expenses had already been identified. The counties to get the aid now those mostly north of the Kansas City metro. However, as rain continues, we could see the need in our region as well. The long-term forecast for west central Missouri looks to be wetter than normal for at least the next month or so. We'll see how all this plays out. Pretty basic forecast. Around 80 today with a 60% chance of thunderstorms and plenty of humidity to boot. Mid-80s tomorrow with morning showers. We might see some sun tomorrow afternoon, then back to showers and thunderstorms off and on the rest of the week. Good news is not quite as bad as last week. That's your news for now. Remember, for the latest updates on everything local, see us online at midamericalive.com.